Well, this car's back. Yes, I know. It's a 5-speed now, but the owner is kind of getting sick of the 2.5 liter power. So, what I've got is an engine that this guy bought. It's a 2005 330i ZHP 3 liter. So, it's still an M54, still straight 6. Physically, it's the same size. Hey guys, I'm not really sure what happened here, but I started recording this video and I edit these on my phone with iMovie, and somehow I lost all of the audio track for everything coming up here. So I was saying it's the same physical size on the outside. Since these engines are both out of a 2003 or newer, they share the same valve cover and accessories. So this really is a like-for-like swap, aside from the maintenance we're doing, and also the ECU needs some reprogramming to accommodate the larger fuel injectors and the different mass airflow sensor. So I'm not really sure what I'm saying here right now in the video, but kind of going over the same stuff. He brought me the engine and a lot of parts. We're doing a full cooling system, CCV, UUC upgraded clutch, long tube headers, and a few other things as well. The car should be making about 250 horsepower when we're done, which is a lot better than the 188 that it shipped with. This is a nice low mile car, good engine came out. Here's a photo, I guess, of the old engine coming out. I didn't take a lot of video segments here just because I was so busy. Old engine bay. I think that's the 2.5 liter sitting in front of it. There we have the 2.5. Okay, so there we have the 3 liter on the stand, and we got the 2.5 on the cart behind it. The 3 liter, 2.5, there's that entire bracket that came out with the engine harness. I tried to keep that intact just to keep the swap as clean as possible. The steering rack I pulled out of the 2.5 because it was in pretty bad condition. The air conditioning and the power steering can stay in. The 3 liter needed a couple little gaskets. It was shipped to us on its side, so the valve cover was broken, unfortunately, and so was one electrical connector on the Vanos solenoid, which I was just showing you there. The intake boots are a little bit bigger in diameter. The MAF is bigger, the airbox is bigger. Other than that, the intake manifold's the same physical size. The valve cover is the exact same part. There's the ZHP rack out of the donor car, which we ended up throwing in. The alignment was not very good after that, so he's going to need to go get one. Big pile of parts that came out of the 2.5. Let's see here. I don't know what I'm saying. There's the valve cover on the 3 liter open. Perfect condition. There's a very good condition 2.5 for reference. When I was swapping the valve covers, I ended up doing spark plugs because these are gross. Long tube headers. I built them another hour on this because these were so tough. I had to pull each stud out of the 2.5 and transfer them over manually. There's the valve cover off the 2.5 on the 3 liter. The new oil filter housing gasket. 3 liter plotting its entry into the wagon. And then there you see the 3 liter resting on the mounts finally. New alternator I convinced him to throw in there because I had it lying around, and everything else is new. There's the 3 liter a little more tucked in. And there's that ECU box insert and how it should be laid out when you reinsert it. I really wish I had audio for this. This was the first start of the 3 liter. This was like a day later, and he was a little bit nervous because he wasn't sure if the ECU tuning had worked. But lo and behold, after maybe a couple seconds of cranking just to get the fuel pressure going, it fired right up. So, yeah, it had a little bit of an exhaust leak out of the secondary air pump valve just because the hose that connects the secondary air pump to that valve had broken. And while the engine's cold, you actually get a little bit of backflow when you don't have a pump going. So, other than that tick, she ran really nice, took it for a test drive, pulled really hard. It has that brand new UUC clutch in it, so we couldn't go too hard on her. But she pulls nice. It's a sport package 3 liter ZHP wagon with a stick, so it doesn't really get better than that, does it? Anyway, sorry about the voiceover, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it still.
Thanks.